Welcome back to the belted Galloway Homestead. It's time to smooth out the driveway. I've got a gravel driveway and a gravel area here by the sheds, so I thought I'd get my DR power grader out and discuss that with you and give you some opinions on that, on this item. I've had this for 5 to 7 years. It's done all right. One thing I've noticed is that it's got hard tires on it. Never had any issues with the tires. As I mentioned in the DR trimmer mower with the pneumatic tires, so I don't know why they don't use these hard tires on the DR trimmer mower, but they work good here. Don't have to worry about airing them up. They've always been ready to go. Now this is an older model. I see that they've made some changes on the ones you can buy today on their webpage. This model came with a remote control, wireless remote control, a fob here that you could do up and down with. Put that lanyard around your neck and then control it up and down. And one day it just stopped working. So here in this model, this older model, there's here's where a small battery would go in here, and then you got the control board in there. This was the antenna for the wireless. There's your actuator to lower and raise the grader. And it just stopped working, and it was out of warranty. I didn't want to spend any more money on this. And so I put a pendant on, and you can see that tan wire running up here. And I created this pendant. And I see that's what they're doing now on their new model is I don't even see the remote control, the wireless control anymore. I see a pendant that they brought up there. So so I see that's an improvement that I would say was a good direction. And this pendant has worked well for me. No issues on that. And then again, no, the wireless remote. They give you this this tub in the center to put weights, cinder blocks or something in the grader. I've never had to do that, but that little battery had to be charged up periodically, which I thought sometimes you want to do some grading, you go, oh, I got to charge my battery. So I've got a deep cell battery that I keep around for boosting stuff off and running stuff. So I just took that deep cell battery, stuck it in that tub, put a jumper, a bungee cord around it, put in some quick disconnects, wire connectors, and now I can run that 12-volt actuator with a battery that provides some counterweight there. So that works good. I don't have a tractor with a box blade on it. I do have the skid steer. It does a good job with the bucket. I don't have a planer or nothing for the front of it, but I got a bucket. And but just the act of steering the skid steer can cause ruts and mess up a driveway and that. So this really does a good job on finishing it out nice and smooth. And I just wanted to show you what the difference is. I see on the new Model 2 they've taken that actuator, this power actuator right here, and they put it into the center of the unit, which probably is a good move because it balances out that force that it takes to lift this instead of having it all on one side. I've never had any issues, but maybe maybe it does reduce some twisting or some racking as it gets wore. Good strong little unit, haven't had any problems. Connects to the four-wheeler with this slip over deal. It's never come off. As you pull it, it engages into the ball. Never had any issues with it, as opposed to a ball mount or a pin mount on there. So just wanted to review it and get it out here and show you how it works. I do have quite a bit of area, as you've probably seen in some other videos, and it's just time to get it smoothed out a little bit. let's take a look at some of the results. Not too bad. I would probably spray your area with some weed killer before. It doesn't seem to, you know, bother or plug up the teeth or nothing, but I don't think it's helping the situation any. So if you get over these areas where I've got, you know, more grass and some weeds, it combed through it, but I think with them gone, it would be good. And I was thinking that I needed a load of gravel this year, but this might have saved me the cost of a load of gravel. The driveway's looking pretty good. This area here is I don't use it very often. See, I got some like some mud ruts there. I do keep it low to help with the water runoff. If I come in here and build up too much of gravel, I'll end up with a pool of water. So I allow that to run across here. So I try to keep this low. So that's why you'll end up with some ruts on the outer edges, especially when you're pulling a trailer. And then I notice up here something to keep in mind. I went to turn around in the grass, and I must not have got the power grader up fast enough. So I did hook some lawn here. That's one thing to consider on a power grader as opposed to a manual crank. If you have room to turn it around. So imagine having a manual crank and having to get off and crank that up every time you want to maybe turn it around if you don't have an area to turn it around. So I would recommend the power. So with the pendant of a push button, you can raise that up and hopefully prevent this. Walking out here to the main drive, you can see I've got a good amount of gravel. So that's why I end up getting one of those DR power graders. And here where I thought I really needed a load of gravel, but I tell you what, it's looking good. The key to a good gravel road or a good gravel drive is you want to have a crown in it. You don't want to have any sagging or any belly where the water can hold, because water will ruin a gravel road or a gravel driveway. So you want to have a crown in it. So as you use your drive, you know, you'll end up getting that raised area between the wheels of the vehicle. So that grader helps knock that down. But you do want to make sure you still maintain that crown on your drive. Otherwise, the water will set in it and it'll just destroy your gravel driveway. But other than the issues I've had with the controller going bad and then having to install my own pendant, which I see they've done that on the newer units, and I'll leave a link down below in the description to that. I would recommend the DR power grader. It seems to do the job. It just finishes it out nice. You can see it's just so smooth. And if I'd done this with a skid steer, I'd probably be messing around trying to get my tire tracks out in that. So I did this less than 2 hours, even stopped and took an ice water break. So not too bad. If you have somebody especially that likes to ride around on a four-wheeler, it'd be good. Thanks for watching.